Good morning, students. Today I am here to tell you about the structure of stomata and the mechanism of transpiration. So now see here. In case of structure of stomata, if we will talk, it is elliptical in shape and which is surrounded by the specialized type of epidermal cells that is known as guard cells. So now see, these guard cells are kidney shaped, and these walls of the guard cell, this surrounds the which is surrounding the pore is thick and inelastic, but the comparing to the other walls that is thin, rest are thin. So they are also having a cytoplasmic lining, and also they are having central vacuole. At the same time they are having so many chloroplasts also. Then you see how opening and closing of stomata takes place. So the total opening and closing of stomata is dependent upon the turgidity and the flaccidity of the guard cells. So once the cell become turgid, the guard cells become turgid, in that case it will open, and once it become flaccid, in that case it will close. So turgidity, when the cell absorbs water, in that case what is happening, that particular cell that bulges outward, and the bulging of outward, it creates a space between the outer and the inner surface, and also the inner surface of the guard cell, they are also becoming concave when they are absorbing water. That means when they are becoming turgid, they are absorbing water, and as a result of which, when they are moving outward, okay, then some space is created between the two epidermal cells of the guard cell. Between the two guard cells, some space are created, and that leads to the opening of stomata. And when the stomata will open, all of you know that it will be undergoing transpiration. That when the transpiration is there, amount of water is being exuded in the form of water vapor, and then it becomes flaccid. And once it becomes flaccid, then what will happen? Then the guard cells, that becomes whatever the turgidity was there, it becomes flaccid, and as a result the stomata closes. Okay, this is the opening and means closing of stomata. So it is totally dependent on turgidity and flaccidity. Now coming on to the mechanism of transpiration. So what is happening in mechanism of transpiration? All of you know that xylem is responsible for taking water from the roots to the leaves. Then what is happening? These xylem cells transfer the water to the mesophyll cells of the leaf. That mesophyll cells of the leaf are responsible for photosynthesis. Okay. Then these mesophyll cells, when they are absorbing water, then in case they are making, they have a network of veins, and the water becomes continuous. Okay, there is continuous flow of water in the mesophyll cells. Now, when the mesophyll cells absorb sunlight, then that water is converted into water vapor, and this water vapor shifts to the substomatal cavity. And now see, when the stomata opens, then water diffuse into the leaves and then to the outside. From the leaves it goes to the outside, because there you see concentration of water in the cell sap or substomatal cavity, that is compared to the outside atmosphere is more, and as a result of diffusion, all of you know that from higher to lower concentration, the water, there will be movement or simply osmosis. Okay, then so due to this concentration, the water which is present in the substomatal space or cavity, that shifts to the outside atmosphere. Okay, so this is the mechanism of transpiration, and there are so many parts that are responsible for the transpiration. Already you have seen the xylem is there, mesophyll cells are there, and then there you can see the pores, the palisade lining, parenchyma, then epidermal cells. All that cells are responsible for bringing this mechanism of transpiration. Okay, and without the transpiration, none of the plant can survive. Okay, because transpiration is the only thing which is responsible for pulling the water from the root hair to the leaf. Already we have seen in the previous chapter. Okay, that is ascent of sap. Now if we'll talk about the leaves, arrangement of the stomata on the leaves. So in case of dicot plant, if you will see, there are too many stomata are present on the ventral surface or the lower side. So in case of dicot plant, there is more transpiration from the lower side. But if we talk about the monocot plants, the distribution of the stomata on the upper surface and the lower surface are approximately the same. So today we have discussed about all these three topics: structure of stomata and the mechanism of transpiration and flaccidity, how the opening and closing of stomata takes place. So till here we are finishing in this video, and in the next class we will be observing, or we will be reading some of the activities related to the transpiration chapter. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.